Hi, welcome back to part 3 of coloring in our little frog over here. Let me get this centered here. So this is going to be part 3 now, so we're going to finish this little guy, and now we're going to do the flowers, okay? So we got lots of good things in store here. I got some good ideas, I think, for the background. I want to try some crazy backgrounds too, so it's going to be a fun one. So let's get going. So I'm going to start here with this flower here, and I think what I'm going to do is start with a hot pink. I filled up all this area here on your first palette, so now I have to get you guys a second palette. So I'm going to put 2 palettes up there for you. Okay, so now let's just take your hot pink and let's just kind of like when you do almost in a, in your with colored pencils, just bring your remember how I showed you how to do the electric flowers? That's what I want to do on these. I want to make them really, really electric. Okay, so we got that there. Now let's take a darker color here, which is kind of like a darker purple, and you want to give it a nice good shading color. Then let's blend it in. So try to do a nice blending job so it's nice and even, but we want to keep the highlight in the middle, so don't go into the middle because we want it to have like a glow. Okay, so now we got a nice little, like that here. Okay, well, we're going to come back and do some more highlights, but let's just get the basics in first. So let's do this on all the petals, okay? So I'll just do a couple here and then, okay. Okay. Alright, and just blend this up, and you want to leave the graduation of color though, you want to see the color underneath the hot pink, and you want to see the purple too, so if you need to put a little bit more hot pink in there, you want to see both colors because that's what it's going to make it look really cool. Okay. But you want to make sure that you do a nice graduation of the color. You don't want a stark line. You want it to kind of nicely blend in. So you want to have like some parts longer and some parts smaller. You just want to make sure that you have a nice soft blend instead of just a really harsh line, because I think it'll look nicer, if you spend a little time blending it out a little. And then if you run out, if you might need a little bit more pink, you can use a little bit more pink. I think I'll turn the opacity down a little bit. Okay. Now there's another way to do this also, with an airbrush here. I'll show you on the next petal here. So, okay, see already, look how good that looks already. Okay, so now you can also just kind of swoop it across by using layers. But I think I'm just gonna stick to well, my traditional way, because I'm kind of already started it like that, so I guess I'm gonna have to continue on that way. It's more fun doing it like this anyway, because then you feel like you're really actually coloring, I mean, if you just, because you can go like this and then just put another layer if you want to, add another layer, which I actually am on my 3rd layer here. So you can just swoop it over with your white on top of another layer. In other words, you could go like this and hit multiply, and then just take a white color, and then just maybe change the opacity and the size of the brush, and then you can just kind of swoop across this way. And we might do that at the end anyway, just to make sure that we when we get our highlights. But I just wanted to kind of show you that there's a lot you can do with this. So let's go ahead, and I'm going to clear this out. So if you want to ever clear anything, you just merge it down like that. Okay, and right now I'm on it. I'm on its own layer here right now. So let's come over here. Oops. Here's it. If you don't want something, you just delete it. You don't need white in there. That just takes up too much space for your palette. Okay, because if you want to color white, just click it like that and it'll just get white. Okay. So let's get this purple here now, and then the darker purple. So let me switch this out. So another thing you could do too is blend this out first. Okay, blend that pink out first. Okay, make it nice and soft, and then you can add your purple in. Change that opacity a little bit. Okay, and then blend it out. Okay, and then just give it a nice blend. Just a nice soft blend. A nice soft blend. And then if you need a little bit more white in there, just put a little bit more white in the middle. Okay, just to give it some nice impact. So just play around like that, and just do the rest of this flower, and just do all the petals the same way, okay? And we'll be right back. Okay, so here we go. That's how it is when you look at it really, really close up here. So you can just kind of get an idea here. And then when you pull it out, you can kind of see how it really kind of glows, right? They look like they're bending. So now let's do the middle. So I'm going to grab a yellow here. We're gonna just kind of put this in like so. Okay, and then let's grab a light lemon colory and put a little highlight in here. Right, make it a little lighter, just on that little area. Okay, and then let's use our eraser tool here and add just a little white here up at the top to get a nice highlight, and then blend that out. Okay, let's blend it out so it looks good. Let me come down and see how that's highlights coming along. Now, I think what we're going to do is let's go through here, and we want to kind of make a little dark, make it a little darker along the edge. Just kind of go around like that. Get it nice and dark along the edge, so that it, because you really want it to kind of pop out, you know. And then lightly with your pencil, just lightly, just kind of blend it. Just lightly, maybe like little circles, just blend it without using the blender, because then it'll smudge it too much. And we want it to be kind of dark like that, so it, you know, has a little bit of impact. I'm wondering if I want to put a little bit of green in here along the edge of these, very slightly. Let's see. Yeah, if you want, you could add a little bit of green on the outside, just, you know, for maybe those are new buds that are just growing. And then I think I'm going to add just a little stronger of a highlight here. Okay. Alright, here we go. Alrighty, now on these ones here, these are the same ones, so I'm wondering if I want to do them a different color. I'm just trying to think. I think it might look weird if we do it a different color, so I'm going to go back and do these the same, even though they have a little bit different, because they have this little edge. Well, maybe, let me try something here. Let's see. Let's do the edge. Let's see what let me just see here. What if we go like this? And then take our pink and let's come up with the pink and then just blend up. Let's see what that looks like. Always try all different kinds of things, you know, and you find out what you like, and that looks kind of interesting. Yeah, maybe we'll just do that. I don't know. If not, let me just see what this would look like if we did this. I'm gonna stick with the way that we did all the rest of the flowers. So let's just take our hot pink and go over that with this hot pink here. I'm gonna take the eraser and just wipe that out really quick. Okay, I'm gonna take hot pink and just come down here with the hot pink and up here with the hot pink. Okay, and then let's grab a purple and purple up in here, and then just blend it out. Okay, and blend up. Now I might have to this one. Okay, and then you're gonna take just grab a white, just put your finger there, and then with the white, I think make sure the opacity's kind of low, and then the brush is kind of big, and then just put in your highlight like that, and then keep blending till you're happy with it. I like to keep the tips nice and dark. So just do the same thing and just kind of on all the rest of the petals. Yeah, that looks better. All right, so I'm going to work on this too, just so you don't want that really straight line. You want it to more have some of them kind of come a little longer, some of them kind of a little shorter, just so you can have a nice blend and not quite so harsh, you know. Okay. All right, so go ahead and do the rest of those petals, and then we'll be back. Okay, so here's how that one looks here. So let me come up a little closer so you can kind of see here. So there you go. All right. So I just did the same thing just all the way around on all the petals. So hopefully you got the hang of that. We're going to do another one, so you'll practice again. Let's do this flower now. So let's see what color. How about let's do a blue one. So let's get this one here. We'll just grab this one here since it's already on your palette. And we're going to start here at the top and just come down. And we'll start with this one. And again, if you're following, we're using the soft airbrush, which I did alter. So I will have that available for you too. It'll come with the palette, If you're a patron of mine, you'll just get that free, of course. And if not, it'll be on Etsy for a couple bucks. No big deal. Okay, so alright, Now let's take this here and let's bring this, you know, nice little fade. Some higher and some lower, you know, just so that it looks a bit more natural there. Now let's take our blue from that other palette, I think. Yeah, we'll just use that same blue. I don't need to change it. I think it'll work. Okay, and then let's go like this here. And let's blend that out. And let's blend this up. Okay, I want to see if I like that. Which I don't think I do. I'm going to have to make a little smaller of an opening. Not quite so. Okay. All right. So let's do that on all the petals. Okay. Do another one for you. Okay. Kind of blend this out. Okay. I want to show you something else really quick. A different way, if it'll work. Sometimes I'm not ever sure because I don't know why I'm not really familiar with all the digital functions on this thing yet. I'm learning slowly but surely more and more of the digital end of it, but I don't even know if I really want to change. Because I don't want to be like that, or where everything is quite all totally digital. There's plenty of people out there that show you how to, you know, use all those tricks and all that kind of stuff. But there's nobody that just colors like normal, like you know, like a color along, like you do when you know, when you watch the, you know, the colored pencil tutorials, and there's a whole bunch of them, and you know, color along and like color with Claire or Chris Chang or me or whatever, and there's a lot of but there's nothing that does it like this with, you know, coloring and coloring books with a tutorial like this. I'm like, I've looked everywhere, there's no one. So I'm kind of thinking I'm just going to keep doing it just normal traditional way of coloring. That's a satisfying feeling, which is why we color, you know. So now this one you can't sell or anything because this is Johanna Basford's coloring page. She doesn't allow that. But when the next tutorial, I'll be using one of my coloring pages that I do, and you guys can. I'm going to actually do a video for you where I'll show you how you can sell your work. You could do art shows with them. You can put them on, you know, T-shirts and coffee mugs and all kinds of stuff. So that'll be coming up, so that's something to look forward to, you know. And you don't have to ship it or, you know, nothing like that. It's something that you can just kind of do if you have some time. And, you know, you work so long on a coloring picture, wouldn't it be nice if you could put it on a blanket or on a, you know, on a mug or a pillow or something like that and be able to sell it, you know. So I want to be able to open that door for you guys. So hopefully you will like that part of the thing. And if you don't, I mean, that's fine too. I mean, I'm just saying, giving you that option. Alright, so just go along and do these three, do them all, actually do them all the same, except for don't do anything on the outside of the edge of that yet, because I don't know how I'm going to do that, and don't do any of the middle ones. Just do this petal, and then these petals, that little piece too, and these, okay? And do them all like that, and then we'll come back. Okay, so here we go. I did mine. That's how I came out here. I just kind of, same thing as you guys, just do it just like we did all of them. I just did them off camera there. So hopefully you guys got the hang of how to do these electric flowers. And we're going to do a whole bunch of them. So, all right, now let's do for for this area here, now when you're trying to select a color, I mean, you have so many choices. If you put a purple here, then the purple, you know, would kind of blend in, and I don't know how the purple would look. A pink, you know. But then if you take your color wheel and you look at it, okay, opposite of blue would be complementary, would be one of these colors, would be like an orange or a yellowish kind of a color. So let's go with that and see how that looks. So let's take, let's go to our palette and grab this one, I guess. Okay, and then let's just, well, we could drop it in, I suppose. And just drop them in. Okay. Just to make life easier, I just can drop them in there. Okay. All right. Now, we don't need a shade yet. Let's just keep dropping them all in. Oops. Whoa, that looks cool. Okay. Hold on. Okay, we'll go ahead and just drop it all inside of here, and up and inside of here, you just go like this, see? And then I'll just do it on camera. It goes pretty fast. Try to keep these videos from not being so long. But I still want to teach you so that you guys still learn. I just don't want, they don't need to be so long. You don't have to watch every little one if they're going to be exactly the same. Unless you want me to. If you'd rather have me do it that way, then let me know, and then I will. I will just make the series longer. Whatever helps you. You just make sure to put it in the comments, okay? Alright, so now what I want to do is I want to take a darker orange, okay, and put it right like this on the bottom. Okay, I'll come a little closer so you can see better. Alright, and then blend it in. Blend it in. Okay, and then I bet you're going to want to now use your blender on your colored pencils more, huh? You're probably going to try these techniques now. Okay. Alright, now let's take, do the same thing. Just do that shading on all of them. All of these areas, okay? Just put all of your shading in.
Hi.
Okay, so I'm going to do this part off camera. Talk to you in a little bit. I'll be right back. Okay, so now that you have your, you know, shades in there, let's take the bright yellow and just add some on the tips, just like this. See how it just adds a nice little highlight to it. See? Just add a nice, just to the tips, and then we'll blend it after. But just kind of, oh, see this little bump right here? This little blip from the picture? Go over here to your reference layer, and then just come here and get the same, so you get the same background color, and then you can get rid of that. Okay? So because all of this stuff is all on the background layer. So then let's go back to the layer we're working on here. Okay, and then let's go back to that yellow. Alright, I wanted to give you that little tip. Whoops. Okay, now on this one you're probably going to have to maybe make your brush a little smaller to get these ones. But the tips, you know, it's a very slight difference, but it does still make a difference. It just looks better. It adds more pizzazz, you know, to your artwork, and that's what you want to do. You want it to look as good as, you know, you can, of course. Putting in as much detail, paying attention to all the details is what makes your pictures come out really good. And if you get tired of it and you don't want to, you know, you take a little break, you know. Okay, and then just blending it just the ends though, not, I don't want to go up into the top, just blend the ends just so that it doesn't have any harsh, you know, you want to have a nice, just soft blends. Just blend them in like this. There you go. Now you got a nice picture. Now, I'm going to take my eraser here. I thought I saw a little bit of right here. So, if you have any of that, just, you know, just go clean it up. The only reason why I clean it up back here is because when we do background, I don't want anything to interfere with the background that we do. Oh, don't forget these little pieces over here either. Looks like these are part of the other one. So just maybe grab a red, put the little red in here. Alright, and then maybe a little line here, ever so slightly, and just, you know, just so you can fill it in a little. There we go. Alright, now we got to add another flower, and I'm thinking we will do, I'm not sure here, let's figure this out. Okay, so I kind of played around with a little bit, and I thought maybe that one would be good. I'm not going to do an electric flower. I think it would be kind of cool to have, you know, have a little bit of variety going on. So let's try it. So let's see, how did I do that? Let's do our yellow here, and then let's just put the yellow in. Okay, and then take your smudger tool and just kind of bring the yellow up a little bit like this, so that, and then leave the tip nice and light, so you have a nice light tip like that.
I'm gonna turn my computer on.
Okay. Sorry, my son walked in, so I had to stop what I was doing here. So where was I? All right, so let's take the hot pink now, and with the hot pink, kind of bring it up to about there, so that you can have room to kind of blend it up. See how I'm kind of blending it? And blend it up like this, and just blend it. Get a nice blend. Alrighty, and then let's take a darker color and put it here, and then let's blend that up too. Now we got a nice color here, and if you might need to add a little bit more if you want to add some more yellow, you know, just kind of throw it in there and then blend it out. Bring it down so you can keep the tips nice and light. Just kind of move those pixels around here. Alright, see how I'm just kind of blending that out. Alright. So do that on every one of these, on all of these inside petals, okay? Okay, so I figured maybe I'll just show you a few more, just make sure you guys, you know, you get the hang of it. So, okay, so just put in your yellow, blend it out so you can have a nice blend and keep the tips nice and light, and then grab your hot pink and put in some hot pink and just blend that out. Nice and soft blend. Okay, and then grab a little bit darker of a color that I have there on your palette and just give it a little on the bottom there. Wondering if I want to go darker. No, it's good. Okay, so finish the rest of these, okay? And we'll be back. Okay, so here's what I've got so far. So that's how mine came out. So hopefully, you know, I think I'm not sure if I want to make that a little darker on this side. I might, but so let's take a. I think we'll do let's do it. Maybe this green. Let's take this green here. Let me put it on your palette so you'll have it. Okay, so let's maybe just fill this in like that, and same over here, I guess, with this one. And then let's make these maybe red. Let's see if red will look good for these little berries. Let's see, do we like red? Sure, why not? Well, if we don't do red, we could try, I wonder what blue would look like. Ooh, I kind of like the blue. I'm going to go for the blue. Whatever color you want to do, whatever you guys feel like. I kind of feel the blue I'm going to use. Do something kind of cool, so I'm just going to do a blue. Alright, now I'm going to take a little bit darker of a green and go just along the inside of that one. Okay, and then I think I'm going to take a really, really light, nice light blue. I'll put it over there for you. And just maybe put it just in the middle. Give it a little bit of a highlight, you know. Like, again, it's some of the subtle thing that you don't really notice, but you kind of do. So I'm gonna do maybe I want to see if I can get a little white in the middle. Maybe a little white in there. Yeah, just put little white dots in the middle. See, you can barely see it, but it does. You can still. It gives a little bit of a reflection to them, kind of like when we did the bubbles, you know. Okay, got a little bit down there. See, that looks good. Okay, and then over here, I think I'll just take my eraser and just make a little bit of just a few of them white, so it's got some sparkle. Alrighty, let's do this guy. This one here, maybe let's do an orange one, huh? Throw some orange in here to give it some balance. Orange and red. So I'm going to grab this orange and that orange. Okay. And well, let's see what happens here. So let's take this orange here and I think we'll try this and see how that one comes out. Just blend it up to the middle. And then let's try a red. And then blend that up. Okay. Alright, and then let's get a little bit more on the tip here. Okay. Alrighty. Let's do the same thing. Let's take an orange. Just orange here, and blend it. Blend it. Okay, and we'll grab the red just on the tip and on the base, and then blend that out. Blend that out, and then blend that up. Okay, alright, so do that on all of the rest of them. Okay, so just do this on all of them. Okay, do that on all of those. Okay, see you in a minute. Okay, so here we go here. We've got all that. Hold on, I gotta turn off my, there we go, have my news on. Okay, so now what we're gonna do here is the middle part. So let's do the middle, and how about, let's do maybe we'll go with maybe a little bit lighter of a blue. Let's put that in your palette. Okay, and then just put in a nice blue in here. And then let's do a special green here. I'll give that to you. All right, now let's try this and see what this is like here. Put in a green just along the edge, and then let's take let's do this one, okay, and put this one like that, kind of along there, and then let's get a darker green, but not quite that dark. So let's come over here and maybe right about there. Let me put that in your palette. Okay, so let's do this, and then just kind of, actually I'm gonna a little bit smaller, just a little along the edge. And that gives it more of a 3D look, again, where it just kind of pops out, gives it a little bit more shading. And just kind of shade that in. Alright, and then let's do a darker blue, and we can go ahead and use that one. And just come along the edge here and blend that in. Okay, and then let's take our eraser and come down and give that a little highlight in the middle, like that. Okay, and then let's do a really bright yellow right here inside these guys. Okay, alright, there we go. That's cool. Okay, now we need to do this guy. I'm wondering if we should do it the same. Yeah, I think we will. So just do it the same as this one, okay? Or however you want. The technique is still the same, but if you want to copy what I'm doing and just kind of color along with me, then I want to do it the same because it'll balance it out and it'll be, you know, pleasing to the eye because they're the same, you know. So I think what I'm going to do is just do these first, this yellows first. And I'll do 3 at a time, I suppose, and then I'll let you guys finish. Okay. Just blend it out like that. Okay, then we're going to take a hot pink and blend that out. Okay. And blend that out. And then let's take a hot pink here too and blend this out. And if you think you need more yellow, you can always add it, but blend that in. And then blend that out. Okay. And then let's take the little bit darker of the color and just put it at the bottoms and then bring that up like so. Alright. Okay. That looks good. Okay, so just finish all of those and then let's come back. Okay, so got that one. This looks so pretty. I really like that. The way that the pink looks when it's going up against the yellow. Just, alright. So now we have that one done. Let's take a green, I think, and make these little guys green. So just green up those babies. And I think let's take a nice bright yellow. Make sure it's small. And just put a little bright yellow in the middle of some of them if you can. Just throw some in there so you got a little, again with a little highlight, you know. Okay, and then in the middle, let's do a darker blue. How about that? I'll try that. That looks good. And then let's take that same dark blue, and again with the outside edge, and blend it in nice like that. And then I think we'll take a really light blue, so let's come over here and get a really light blue. Let's put that in your palette. We have room for a whole bunch more, so we're okay. And then let's just kind of put that in the middle, and then blend that out. Just have a nice little highlight right in the middle, you know. Just blend it out. Okay, and then what we need to do, kind of looks like a little gem in the middle, huh? Let's take our eraser and make a little, maybe a dot too. Give it a little love there. All right. Okay. We got to do something good with this one. It's got a cool little outside, huh? Okay, let's see. What color? Let's see. We've got some purples. I think we need to balance it probably with another blue. Maybe that might, you know, kind of balance it out, or we can use a big red one. No, I think I'm going to do this in a sunflower. I don't know. Here, let me give it a minute here. Okay, so let me see. All right, so let's do a red. All right, and let me make this a little bit bigger. I'm about there. Do you guys, yeah, you guys can see where I'm at. I mean, as far as the size wise. But also, it depends on how much you're zoomed in, too, as to how you're going to have your brush. So do whatever's comfortable for you. And then I'm going to smudge this down. Let's give it a nice white tips, you know. Not white, not totally white, but, well, actually really, really white up here, and then kind of gradiently coming down. Okay. If you need more red, we can always put some more red, maybe a little bit more. Come up a little more. Put in some more pixels. All right. And then just make a nice little blend. Okay. All right, now let's shade it with a purple. Okay. Believe it or not, because it's a tone that's darker, but they'll mix together nice. I hope. I hope. There we go. Looks interesting, and I like it. There we go. Alright, that looks great. I like that. Something unique. Okay, anybody can have any old red flower, right? So, again here, let's just put in some more red here, like so. Okay, and then maybe come up a little higher. Okay, and then blend it out. And now I'm kind of large on my see the black on here. You can see where how it's kind of big, because it's easier for me to. I get a better blend. It's bigger blend. That I could have used the dot technique too with this, actually, with the little dots, but like we did in the first video, in the bird video, I mean. Okay, that was episode 5, or part 5 in the bird series there, where at the very end I showed you a really cool technique on filling an area. It's a zen, it feels good, in other words. It's a zen thing. Just like when I use my eraser brush. Okay. Alright, so just do that on all these petals, okay? and then we'll come back, just do all just what I did. Okay, so I just filled in all that and got that all nice looking there. Now let's do the outside here. Let's get a contrasting color. Let's try this one here for out along. Oops. Whoa, I wonder what that looks like. All right, let's get rid of that here. We need to put it right in like that up close. That way it goes right in, see? And then let's do in here too. Go all here. Put all these in. The yellow. You just got to make sure you get them right, get it right in there. If you need it to be bigger, just make it bigger like that, and it goes in, you know. Okay, let's do, oh no, let's do this one. Put that in there, and then let's do, I want a purple, but maybe a hot pink. Let's see if that's too much. Just want to see if that is that too much? Oh, that's good. Maybe an orange would have been good too. I don't know. Let me see. Maybe I'll put, let's see. I don't know if we're getting enough contrast here. I think, let me try a hot pink out on here. Oops. I think I might want to do a hot pink. Oh gosh, can't get it. I might have to color it in. There might be a broken line somewhere. No, it's good, okay. Alright, yeah, I like the darker. The lighter just was, I mean, leave the light inside there, at least for me. I like it like that. And then, now with the yellow, I'm going to shade it, I think, with maybe some red on the insides here, and then just blend those out. Okay, and then just blend those out like that a little, just so it's not quite so much. Okay, now let's take a darker green and on the outside here. Okay, blend that. Then I'm going to, I think I blended it too much. Sometimes you can actually blend too much. You don't want it to go away, you know. You want to keep some of that, the drama there, the you know, the whatever you call it. Okay, let's take some yellow and maybe put some yellow up here. Maybe right up in this area here, give it like a, see how it kind of, like it lights up a little bit like that, see? And then let's take our eraser and give it a little light here. Maybe give it another one. That way it's got a little bit more come around. Maybe make a dot here. Okay. I want it to be a little wider, actually. Okay. Alright, and then now for the pink, let's see, let's go in here and grab that one. I think we already have one like similar to that though. No, we don't. Okay. Ah, yeah, we do right there. So I can save a spot for you guys. We'll use this. And then let's just, oops, put it at full strength, but make it smaller. That way you can go through and do it near. Yeah. You can also, of course, hit your brush, and then you could set the opacity really high, and then just kind of do it like that. But the thing is, what I notice is it doesn't get as bright, and you're still going to have to blend it anyway. So I might as well put the full pigment at the top, you know. So just do this and give it some highlight all the way around, and then on the bottom, let's grab this purple that's here and just put a little bit of that down in here. You can actually do it like this, I think. You can kind of go around like that. You don't have to do each one. You can kind of cheat a little bit there because you're going to be blending anyways. So when you do you can also use the eraser too. I kind of think I like the eraser better. It's a little bit brighter. Okay, so put that eraser in, and then you just can blend it out. So you give a nice highlight on the tips of those, okay? So do those all the way around, okay? And then and do the same thing on these. And then I will be back. I will do the same thing, okay? So let me just blend this out, okay? And then the same thing. You might want to use the eraser just at the tip, like that, so you can get a nice highlight. Okay, and then make sure it's a nice smooth blend. Okay, and then the same thing with the purple. You want to take the darker purple and just kind of bring it in right here. Okay, and just bring that in. All right, so do that all the way around, and we'll finish this flower, okay? And then we'll do this one. See you in a minute. Okay, I'm back here. So let's do this flower here. I did the petals, some of them here, save time. So let me show you how I did these, okay? So what I did was I took the yellow here that's from your palette, and then make it a little bit bigger, and then just, oops, God, that's too big. Set it, important you set it to the right size, okay, not like I just did. Okay, put in the yellow, okay, and then blend it up, but nice and light at the tips. See, you want it nice and light at the tips, okay. Yeah, again, yeah, I want you to see that, nice and light tips. Then do the orange that I have here. Okay, and come up maybe about that high, and then just kind of blend that up. Okay, don't go all the way down because you want to keep the darkness down here. So when you blend, just kind of start, and don't go all the way down to here, you know. So now let's take the red and then further blend just smidge like that. Okay. Then you're going to take your this purple here and drop it in. Take your eraser and give it a little highlight. And just blend it so it has a little highlight there. Okay. Alright, then take your darker purple, which is here, and just put it in the middle, and then just slightly blend it up. Okay, let's do another one. So you're going to grab your yellow, okay, and maybe about that high or so. Okay, then you're going to blend it up. Make sure your brush is big enough. Makes it a lot easier if your brush is bigger in this case. And then come up. Then you're going to take your orange, put orange in here, about so yay high, like that. And then when you blend, just blend it like that. Try to push the pixels around there. And then grab your red. And then put your red in here. And then blend. Okay, and then blend. Then you grab your purple, drop it in, take your eraser, then just kind of lighten up that top there. Okay, then take your darker purple, make sure you make it small enough so you can get in there without getting any on the sides. Okay, and then blend up. Okay, I'll do one more. Yellow. Okay, then blend up. Okay, then get your orange. Went up a little high on that one, but okay, blend. You can always push the pixels down a little. By pushing harder, you can push those, move those pixels around. The pigment. The pigment. Is it pigment? It's pixels. In the case of digital coloring, which is what we are doing. Digital coloring, that is what we are doing, and it is fun and very enjoyable. Right now I'm having a good old time. Oops. Okay, now it's got to be an opening. Oh, right there. See it? See that little opening right there? Now I'm wondering if I've tried doing this before when if I put a black there, and I want to see if that'll block it. I don't think it does. It won't, because it's not on the reference layer, I don't think. Oh, it did. Oh, it did. Okay, cool. All right, so if you have something there, you can block it. I didn't do a very good job on the black though. Okay, so I guess you can block it. So if you have an area like that where you have a little opening, just kind of take your black and close it up. Then you can go ahead and drop your color in, and it. I'm surprised it didn't go through right there in that one little spot. See this little spot right there? Surprised it didn't go through. Okay, so anyway, that was a cool little trick I just figured out. Okay, so now we'll blend this top part here to make that all nice. And then let's come on here and get the dark purple. Make sure it's small enough to fit in there. And just, just give it a little whirl here. Alright. Okay. Now I think we need some, I think we're just going to drop these in like this because it needs some drama. There's no drama here. So now I could do it solid red too. Let me see what it looks like in solid red. Let's see. Let's see what solid red looks like. That looks good too. Either way, I think I'm gonna, I don't know, let me try it. I can do a couple. I'm gonna try it this color and see if I like the purple better or the red better. That's what's so great about it. You can kind of decide which color you like better. And I'm just gonna stick with the red. It's a little bit brighter. So I'm just going to take the red and just drop them in right over there. And it doesn't, yeah, it covers it, so we're good. So just drop it in, and it just kind of replaces the colors there. Okay. Alright, now I want to take an orange. Actually, I'm going to take this lighter, yeah, I'm going to take this orange right here. And I want to do it right here on the tip. Whoops, it's way too small. Okay, we want to do him right here on the tip like this, and then blend this in. That's not orange enough, so let's come in here. It's not really orange enough. I really want a nice orange. See what I'm going to do here is I'm going to change this. I gotta go get that phone, so give me a minute. Okay, so I had to break away for a minute. I had to have some lunch and some stuff, so I need to remember where we were at. I believe we were here, so in case we got lost here, we have the yellow and then we've got the red. We put red in here. Now we just need to get I remember what I was doing. I was trying to get a color for here, but I kind of got sidetracked, so I kind of forgot. And it's been a few hours since I've been back at this. But let's just take it, that little, kind of the yellowish color. It might be too bright, but let me see. And we got to shade the tops of these, of the reds. Yeah, that's fine. So just take the yellow that we have here and just go along and shade the tops. Oh, I'm so glad to be coloring again. I took a couple hours off because, you know, I just had to take care of a bunch of stuff, and my daughter, you know, had the baby, and this is, I've been doing nothing but coloring, so those videos, if you're watching them back to back, I'm actually coloring them back to back, you know. I mean, I didn't sleep very much because I'm just so, you know, wound up, so, you know, it's just a lot going on, but, so it just feels good to be able to just be back and having, you know, to be able to just stop all that just mayhem, and being able to color. It's a lifesaver for me. I mean, it really is. It really is. I don't know how you guys feel about coloring. I mean, I do it simply it's just relieves stress for me. It is just awesome. I just love creating the art. I love everything about it. But this app makes it so easy for me too, because when I left and I had to go to the dentist for the recheck, I was able to just, you know, you have to wait for like, it seems like a half an hour at least in the lobby, and you know, all this kind of stuff, and then inside the room waiting for everybody to come in, and so I just got, you know, I got to color, so it was really cool. I mean, you know, you can't do that. You can't bring your pencils everywhere you go with you, and you know, so having the iPad, this is just a really, really great thing. I'm going to just kind of see if I can. It just looks messy in here. I think that's on the original artwork, but that's okay. I'll fix it later. All right, so let's take some yellow here. Actually, let's take yeah, I don't want to put green in the middle, so we're gonna have to. Or yellow. Well, we're going to have to do a little mix up here. So let's just take the yellow and let's just put it in here. Okay. And give this, oops, oh well, I don't want to do that actually right there, see? You gotta be careful. That's the reason for doing layers, you know, so you can not have to, you can do things without having to worry about spillage. See, like right there, it's spilled again, so I'll fix that later that way. Okay, so now let's do let's just take an eraser, and I think we should do a highlight. Probably, let's see, the sun would be coming here. All of these shades are over here to this side, so I think we should probably do it right around here. Okay, and then let's just take our shader and just, you know, just kind of blend it out just a little bit. All right, and then we're gonna need to take we're gonna need an orange, and let's make it, set the opacity down a little bit, and let's just kind of, we're gonna have to just kind of give it a little love on the edges. Okay, just a little bit, just so it, again, you know, so it has a, you know, a little bit of a depth to it, so it's not so flat. Okay? Okay, now all of these flowers over here, you would just do the same way. Just all of them, just duplicate the same thing over there, you know, so it's all balanced out. Okay, now the middle flower here, I would guess, I think we were needing a blue to balance it. So I'm going to take this really light blue, and actually I could just drop it in here. I'm just going to drop in this really light blue, like so. And then, oh boy, this might be on a different layer. I'm going to have to, no it isn't. It is on this layer. Why didn't it drop in here? There we go. You have to hold it sometimes if it doesn't cooperate. Excuse me. I think I'm getting my allergies. I could feel it coming on, my allergies. Okay, this is one here. I could see right in there. That is one. This looks weird. Actually, there are probably petals that are underneath there, and I think just to make it look better, I'm gonna put them here, put that in there. Okay, that way it's all nice and even in there. Okay, now, let me take a sip of my drink here, hold on. Okay. Now let's take a medium blue and put it here and here. Nice medium blue, and then let's shade that. Get a nice blend in to the middle. And then let's take the darker blue and let's put it right here, okay? And then at the tip too. And then let's bring that down just like this, just nice and faded right in, faded nicely into the color, okay? So do that all the way around. So it's going to be similar to this a little bit. Do to all the petals. What we need to do is add a little bit of purple. Maybe this one right here. Let me see. Just a pinch, and blend it down into the petal. You don't want too much, but whatever your desire is, you know, you might want it a little lighter, darker. You know what? You want to keep that highlight in the middle, so that it looks like it's bending and shining. Same effect that we did on the other flowers. Okay, so do that all the way around, and then we'll come back and do some more. See you in a minute. Okay, so this is what we got here. So now, I just got to do a little bit inside in here. But, alright, so now we need to do the other side, okay? So, in here, do the same, just copy exactly what you did over here, same thing. So this one here, you would do the blue one, and then this one would be, you know, that color, and so on and so on. But we do need to do the middle of this though, so let's do a yellow. I think we'll do yellow. On the outside. And then let's do a orange on the middle in here, just to give it, you know, so we can go in here. So you turn that opacity up, it was just down way too low. Alrighty, there we go. Alright, so just copy out, just do all of these, and I'll go do them all now, which is great. So I'm going to do all these. Then when we come back, we're going to do all these cool little butterflies, and I'm going to be thinking of something to do for the background. I want to do something cool. Maybe I'm going to put like maybe I'll put like a lake going through here, a lake maybe, and some trees, or I don't know. I just want to do something in the background. I'm not sure what I'm going to do yet. I'm going to draw it on a piece of paper and kind of, or actually I don't need to draw it on a piece of paper. I'll just draw it on here, I'll duplicate this. Well, that's another thing you can do too. You go into gallery, okay, and then you can go select like this, and then just go duplicate. So I am going to duplicate this right here, okay. That way I can practice on it and, you know, just kind of try different backgrounds to see which one I like before I put it on the one I was using. And the reason I don't want to mess the one I was using, and you close this up like that to start over, is because, don't forget, we've got our little wrench. If you go into your time-lapse replay, this is where you'll be able to see, that's how I, like, everything that you've done, it records it. It's recording your screen. So that's really cool. So don't forget, you can kind of check it out and watch your progress and how it all fills up and stuff, okay? So go fill all that part in and we'll get to work. See you in a little bit. Ciao. Okay, so I'm all done here with my cute little froggy. So I hope you had fun doing yours too. So just wanted to kind of give you just a little look-see so you could see kind of how mine came out here. I don't know if you can, I can bring it up a little bit here just to show you a little bit. So what we're going to do now is I'm going to save the background for its own little video, okay? So I will upload this right now and then I will get started on doing the background. I'm going to do something cool for the background, so stay tuned for another video. Please don't forget to leave your comments because I really enjoy reading them, okay? Thanks a lot. And also, if you're in any forums, if you can mention me, that would be great. Just give me a little shout out. Cool. Thanks. See you later. Bye.